The IPL season is underway, and I'm playing the official fantasy league where the idea is to daily pick up the right squad so that I'm well positioned to gain maximum points from the upcoming matches that are being played. So this is the current squad that I have. It's a mix of players from all the teams, and I need to balance that based on the upcoming games that are there. I need to pick up my squad so that I'm without getting the maximum exposure to generate the maximum points by having players from all the teams that are playing next. So I built a Chrome plugin to help me sort this out. So I have a Gemini key, which is helping me to analyze this using AI, and then it traverses through my current squad with the points that each player has, and then spits out the recommendation. So if you see, it tells about the where the game is being played next and what are the pitch conditions, and then gives me list of players that I need to remove. So P Singh, who has been, part of Punjab and not playing for the next 4 or 5 games, it tells me that you can remove that because it's a dead job or it's not going to give you much points. Similarly, there would be other players like Sai Sudarshan and Deepak Chahar we need to do because they are on some break and asking me to add Virat Kohli, Lungi MVD, and Akshay Patel who are playing the immediate games and may have a high impact in the game. So it's also giving me the total credits remaining based on the players we are removing and transferring. So based on the replacement, how much points you would end up. So it also gives me the play coverage, the squad coverage, based on the if I make all the changes that is recommended. So it tells me that you are covered for the power play, the death overs, and other things. So how what you high chances of making a good point in this game, and also tells me why I need to make whom captain like Virat Kohli, maybe getting the highest exposure because he opens the innings, and then giving recommendation whom I can choose alternative like Bhubaneswar Kumar or maybe Stubbs. And then I can also ask follow-up questions if I have some alternate ideas, like if I want to swap Virat Kohli with, someone like a Tim David, because Kohli and Salt, keeping them both together doesn't make much sense because they have a very similar role. So it would, give me justification why I should do that or not, because it says that, Dave David, comes lower down the order and may not get a chance if, the top order plays well. So I can, go ahead with this recommendation and, make changes to the squad. I can, just removing the players that it has recommended, right? And then I just want to, remove certain players and then add few, replace them by, like someone like maybe just pick Mukesh Kumar. I think that might do well this game, and then Akshay Patel and someone like like a batsman from the RCB team, maybe a different type that particular because I think Kohli has a fair run already. So I just choose the captain and the vice captain from the team, and then once I feel okay, I can go next and then save my team for the game, and let's see what happens. Thank you.